How you doing, Sonia Watts? How you doing, Mrs. Watts? Good morning to you. You was in the queue waiting. I had to tie up my shoe and, you know, it's kind of a little cold this morning. It's been cold lately. Good morning to you. I'm feeling good. Okay, we're gonna buff a little bit. Walking it out. Ooh-wee. Yes. Yes. Hey, Peggy Toe. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm gonna get your stuff out today. Yours and I got a couple of other people's stuff. I gotta get out too. But I definitely going to work on that as soon as I get back to the house. And since I'm gonna go into town, drop it off. And yes, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, family. I love to see family in the building. I do. I'm feeling good this morning, you guys. I'm smiling ear to ear. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Gloria Bates. Had a really good conversation with you yesterday. Haven't spoken to you in a while, and so sometimes we miss things like that. But God is good this morning. Yes, indeedy. You guys, we're going to have to get it. I told y'all I'm going to be out here pretty much almost every day. Got to make a change. You want change, you got to make a change. It ain't just going to happen. Can't just lay around thinking everything going to work itself out. I mean, it's going to work out, but it may not work out the way you want it to work out. So if you want it to work out in a positive way, you got to work towards that positive way. No matter what. You don't know what's tomorrow will bring. You just don't know. I'm feeling good. Got my work week done. So this is my Friday. Usually when you guys see me come on Wednesday morning, it's actually my Friday. My mouth is feeling a little bit better. And I think I've got a couple of pimples coming up, or bumps, whatever you want to call them. My daughter told me, Mama, I ain't had those in a long time, but it's okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you guys. Some people, they fall off. You know why? They thinking, oh, I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk. They ain't gonna walk. They laying in the bed. That's okay. I'm gonna walk anyway. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk it. I'm gonna walk it. I'm gonna walk anyway. I'm gonna walk. I just like to walk and have somebody walking with me since you guys can't come and be with me physically, which I know everybody be like, if I was there, I would. Yeah, you won't where you at. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sure enough. Mods are in the house. Yes, they are. Yep. We're going to have a really good live tonight. Uh-oh, here come a trash man. Never seen this. This trash company is a new trash company. They're coming in taking over. 701. Good morning to you. Avalanche, good morning. Good morning. You guys, I had a long day yesterday. You guys know what happened. You guys all know what happened. I ended up going back to the the dentist and just taking care of some stuff. Not too happy. Yeah, they poked my lip. Yeah, I think my lip got a shot into it too or something. But nevertheless, either I bit it or they pulled it or what, something happened. But my lip is busted on the left side. But it's on the inside because you can't really see it. I still got a little numbness going on. So, it's cool. Oh, I see the bus is stopped up there to pick up the one kid. Oh, traffic's moving. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up as you come in the building. We're going to have a good day today. Ooh. Ooh. We're going to have a good day today. Sure is. That's your nice little Ford F-150. Nice. Nice. Anyway, you guys, I didn't take a pain pill this morning. So, but I'm walking anyway. Good morning to you guys. I did cook that stewed chicken last night, and I made two sides. I made a bed of rice, and because I wanted rice, because I told you guys, my husband only eats rice with butter and sugar. So I made him I made him some mashed potatoes. Homemade, everything homemade, you guys. I don't do no instant nothing. Because people get out of that, huh? They want to buy some instant rice. I don't buy no instant rice. Rice is already instant. The only thing you got to do is boil it and watch it. That's all you got to do. You know? If you want it at 5, start at 10 minutes till 5. Don't start at 5 o'clock talking about, I want some rice right now. That's crazy. You know. See, there's that scooter. That scooter's in there, you guys. Look. You see the scooter? There's the Asian woman right there. Told you. That scooter's in her garage. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see the scooter? She's got 2 of them in there. Yeah. Yeah, she's got the scooter in there. Got the basket on there and everything. I told you. They got that scooter. They lying. She says, I don't eat rice. Well, you could have had some mashed potatoes. Because I'm going to share this with you. I made the stewed chicken, and the recipe that I had got was to boil the chicken, and then, you can leave the chicken in there if you want, but you start putting your seasons in there, your onion and your butter. Then you come back and you make your slur. You make your slurry. That's what they call it down south, the slurry. Slurry. Look it up if you don't believe me. But anyway, you make your slurry, which is your flour and your water, which is more like a gravy. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know why they call it slurry, but they do. And you put your flour in a bowl and you start mixing your water in there. And it just kind of looked like glue when you get done. The consistency is a little bit thinner than glue. And then you pour that in your chicken with your butter and your onions. I'm telling you guys how to do it, right? I might do it one day and we all, but I had already cooked my chicken. And I didn't cook it until the bone was falling off. And if you want it to be real, real tender, You put the lid on just like 95% where the steam can come out, but it can soak off into the chicken. And if you want it to fall off the bone, but I didn't want it to fall off the bone. So you don't do that right then, but later on you do that so the steam can get off in there. So anyway, then, I got to put my seasons in there. I had my garlic pepper and my onion powder, and I even put a little bit of red pepper in there, and then I put some Tony Chachere's stuff in there, and I put a little bit of everything, some Italian seasoning. I always gonna put a lot of parsley in there because I like for everything to look good, look good, and you just let it cook. And if it's too thick, you add water. That's all to it. It ain't gonna be too thin, I guarantee you that, because when I seen the recipe, his was just thin. I couldn't, unless it's got a lot of seasoning in there, and I could see, I still had to add salt and pepper, a lot of salt and pepper to it. But you gotta cook that flour off. You don't want to taste like flour. And then I boiled me some potatoes. I poured just a dab of cream in there. I don't use milk. Some carnation milk, cream. Just pour a little bit in there. I'm gonna get on this other side so we can look at that scooter. I told y'all I'm coming up to her house again. You guys can see that scooter in her garage. She got a garage door open if she don't shut it real quick. Anyway, she's putting trash out, so I'm gonna sit on this curve because I want y'all to see it. That's what I want. I want you guys to see. She got that scooter. They got the scooter. Yeah. I'm gonna sit right here on this curve so you guys can look at it. I'm gonna make sure you guys look. Okay? You guys see? You guys see it? It's right there in the garage. If you see it, you see it? Let me see if I can do this. No. Nope. I wish I could go in. Oh, I did. Now you guys see it? You guys see it? Huh? Right there? Huh? She's messing with it right now. You see it? Uh-huh. You guys see it. She's messing with it right now. Anyway. Okay. You got to see it, right? All right, Florida. Okay. Yep. Told y'all. Told you. So, yep. Okay. So, anyway. After you put the flour in there, you just let it cook some more. You just keep letting it cook until how you want let me go to my favorite spot to like if you want it to fall off the bone, that's when you get ready to put the lid like 75% on. You don't put it all the way on because you don't want it to bubble up, bubble over, get all on your oven, and then you got a hot mess. So that's why you put it on this just enough where it won't bubble over. And you should never, and I'm not no great cook, but you should never have the water high anyway. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It should just be just above the chicken. And then you can put chicken breasts in there, and you can put some chicken legs in there. I mean, and it's not an expensive dish. Boy, let me tell y'all what happened. She said, I'm doing good this week. So I cooked, and then I made the potatoes, and I put just tad bit of cream in there, put some butter, salt, and pepper, mash my potatoes up, whip, 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 whip. Put my salt and pepper in there, put white pepper in there so you don't see the pepper, but it's in there, right? Okay, that's what you got to do. If you want your mashed potatoes to look good and not all dark, don't put black pepper in there. They got white pepper. Tastes the same as black pepper, it's just white. Same thing, you guys. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, so I had that. And then I already had some leftover greens in there, some collard greens. And then I had some leftover green beans in there, so I didn't have to make that. But you guys already know how to make your green beans. You put your green beans, well, I don't use like the fresh green beans, but if you did use fresh green beans, you pick them, you cut them, and you, you know, you boil them with a little small amount of water, put the lid on them so they can do the same thing as I just told you, or you can boil them in water if you want. It doesn't matter. Put your butter in there and your salt and pepper, black pepper, and put onion in there. You make sure you chop up you some bacon already. I put mine in the oven, or you can stovetop it. Half a pack of bacon and chop it up and throw it on in there, and your onion. Saute that all together. Call it a good day. But I already had that. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain every detail. But if we were doing a cooking show, which we might be doing a cooking show, it might be fun to get off in there and just tear up some stuff. I don't know. But then, I don't know who it was that gave me the brilliant idea of to go and get these biscuits. They told me in the live. I don't know who it was. It could have been Lorraine or Florida. I can't remember who it was. But they told me to go get these biscuits from the store, Pillsbury biscuits. Don't get them in the can, SP. Get them. They in a bag. They in the frozen section in the bag. Oh, that was you, Lisa? Lisa said, that was me. Girl, let me tell you, you get an A for F. I mean, you get an A. You get an A. You know I went and done it. You know I went and got them biscuits, girl. Now, not taste like Popeyes, but they was the next best thing. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Lisa. Oh my goodness. You've been keeping secrets. You've been keeping secrets. Them biscuits was that bomb. I can eat them biscuits all by themselves. Now they looked kind of weird when I took them out. I was like, oh my God. I didn't know what I said. Somebody give you a little bit of advice. You be sitting there thinking to yourself, I seen this biscuit. It looked like a piece of Play-Doh, just a little bit whiter. I mean, it was just white all over. I said, now this ain't no way in the world this is gonna turn out the way. I was thinking to myself, okay, I didn't know it was you, Lisa, but now that I know it was you, I said, now why did they give me? They trying to kill me. I mean, I'm African American. Now I don't know if they know this or not, but this biscuit that they done told me to go get don't look like something that I'm gonna enjoy. It kind of looked like, you guys know what I'm talking about. I ain't even gotta say it. Come on now. I don't even want to put it out there. Food is culture too. So it wasn't in my culture to pick this biscuit. If I had to pick a biscuit, that wouldn't have been the biscuit to pick, okay? Because it didn't look like nothing that how, we eat our biscuits with our. So the biscuit coming out the bag, like I said, it looked like, somebody took some Play-Doh and put some white powder on it, That biscuit, I greased my pan, stuck it in the oven. Now, I know it said 375 on it or something, 350, 375, but I couldn't set my oven because I don't even know how to do that yet. But it cooked on 350, and it cooked a little bit a long time. Anyway, my goodness. I made my She said, I know all about those biscuits, real good. Oh my goodness. If you ain't tried them, and I'm not a spokesman for Pills Dairy Dough, but if you ain't tried them, that's the next best thing. My husband called and he said, honey, I'm running a little late. I'll be home in a minute. He said, I already cooked. And he was like, okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, you feeling better? Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better. Got a lot of stuff done today. He said, okay. He came in the house. I said, oh, I'm just waiting on, some biscuits. And he said, some biscuits? I said, yeah. And he looking, he said, ooh, it's smelling good up in here. He said, it's stinking. That's what he said, it's stinking. I said, okay. And then the biscuits got done. I asked him, did he want green beans or the greens? He picked my greens. He wanted the collard greens, the leftover collard greens. He should have picked the green beans because collard greens don't last that long in the refrigerator, if you guys don't know. They get real watery because greens turn back into water. Anything green turns back into water. If you don't know, now you know. Anyway, and I poured them, I gave him 2 pieces of chicken breast and poured that slurry on top. I said, do you want rice or do you want potatoes? And he said, it don't matter. And I was like, don't matter, but I'm gonna pour the slurry on top of it. And he was like, it don't matter. So I didn't give him the rice because I know how he feels about rice. But when he said it don't matter, I wanted to give him the rice, but I'm not gonna force him into eating something he don't really do. But anyway, you guys, I gave him the mashed potatoes because I actually made it for him, and the collard greens. And I poured that slurry on top of the chicken and put the chicken on the side and you dip your spoon in the potatoes so that you can, make sure they get a nice serving of the gravy. I'm gonna just call it gravy because we down here, up here, we call it gravy. We don't call it a stew or we don't call it slurry, but that's what they call it. But anyway, you guys, put that biscuit on the side. I gave him 2 biscuits and I had 1. Let me tell you something. That man, I told y'all, when he loves what he loves to eat, he puts his hand up like he's reading the paper and he closes his eyes and he be like, oh, ain't no talking. He just eating and he just closing his eyes. He just loving it. And he told me, he was like, baby, this is so good. And I said, how do you like the biscuit? He's like, the biscuit. He said, biscuit good, biscuit good. He was slapping that biscuit with that gravy. Girl, and my dog barked. He said, he wanted some. He said, I'm just telling y'all the truth. Oh, Lord. He was happy. My husband was very happy. He said, that was different. I said, yeah. And we talked a little bit. He's like, you always going and getting you a recipe. And he said, that's one thing about you. You don't mind getting a recipe and trying it out. I said, I sure will. I'll look at it about 10 times and then I'll go ahead and put it together. Man, I do it a little bit my way, but all in all reality, it was a good night. We ate. And you got to have a cold drink. You got to have a cold, cherry or strawberry or, some grape or some orange or something. You got to have something cold with it now. You can't just have water, water. You got to have something cold with it. Because, boy, that was some good eating. He told me, and I'm not going to lie, y'all. He told me this was good. When he got up, he was like, that was good. That's what my husband said. He was like, baby, that was good. He said, thank you. I said, you're welcome. Then he wanted to tell me some Big Red. Remember I told you I'm a little bit allergic to that Big Red stuff. But, you know, but that is the best. That sure is. I love some Big Red. That's probably why I'm breaking out. Anyway, he told me, he said, honey, he says, there used to be, he started to tell me a story about when he was single. And so he said, honey, there was a woman that used to cook for me all the time, but she couldn't cook. I said, what do you mean a woman that used to cook for you all the time? He said, well, when I was living, he said, it's been a long, long time ago. He said, but when I was living in this apartment, this woman that lived next door to me, she used to bring me over a plate all the time. And she cooked for me almost every day, like 3 or 4 times a week. And he said, but she couldn't cook. But she would cook for me, but she couldn't cook. I said, really? I said, was she single? He said, yeah. I said, did she want you? He said, probably so. She would cook for me, but she couldn't cook. He said, I would just throw her food in the trash. He said, I would just throw it in the trash and say, thank you. He said, I didn't want to hurt her feelings. And I asked him, I said, would have dated her? You know what he said? Had she known how to cook, I would have dated her. He said, you know, that's what he told me. He said he would have dated her if she really knew how to cook. So that makes me think sometimes, like some men, well, I don't say all of them, but the older ones, they, when they grow out of that boyish thinking, everything got to look good, have all the boobs in the butt and all this other stuff, and, be a doctor or attorney or something. That's not what you're going to get. You're going to get you just a ordinary woman that don't mind cooking, because I like I told you guys, cooking is not something I love to do all day, every day. It's just not for me like that. But when I do cook, yeah. And I think a lot of people forget that. And maybe just, my husband can't speak for every man, but, you know, I think, matter of fact, here he comes down the street right now. Speaking of the devil, he's coming right down the street right now. He gonna stop till he see his woman. Hey, Papa, what you doing? I am. I done walked up there and all the way around twice. I'm thinking about walking again. You left the door open? Okay. Did you sleep okay? All righty. All right, Papa. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He said, you supposed to be walking? Oh. Yeah, I'm going to walk around one more time, you guys. I'm going to walk around one more time. That's all I'm going to do for today. Walk around, and I've got mail I got to get out. I got some packages I got to get out today. And got to pay some bills today. And got to go check on some menus. We're going to put that on the menu. We're going to put stewed chicken on the menu. And the next thing I'm going to make, you guys, maybe, see, I did clean my cabinet. And, they look better. There's this one stuff that I was told to clean my cabinets, and it'll take off a lot of oil. Because, you can clean cabinets with soap and water all you want, but if oil from your hands it'll change the colors of your cabinets. And I thought, I don't know what I was going to do with my cabinets. And I had a $10 budget. I budgeted myself $10. I wasn't going to go over that either. But I went and bought the cleaning agent that a family member told me to get, and I used it. And, I can live with how the cabinets look now without changing them out. Because Papa said, do something. He said, but we're not getting new cabinets. That we're not going to do. He said, we're not going to do that one. And that's okay. We can't afford it right now, and I know it. I know it. But come November, I guarantee you we can afford it. November. But I still wouldn't even get the cabinets. That's the funny thing. November can come and go. I still wouldn't get the cabinets because I just, right now, with the epidemic going on, and did he lock the door? I hope he didn't lock the door. Oh my goodness. I see the door shut. I don't even know why he shut the door. He should have just left the door open. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna walk around one more time. I usually don't do this, but I'm doing it today because God is good. We're gonna walk it out. We're gonna walk it out. We're gonna have a really nice live tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you guys show up. Come on in there. We're gonna have a really good live. This is one that I've been waiting on. I actually been waiting on it since last week. I wanted to talk about this case. And I ain't said nothing about it, but I've been following it. And I am so intrigued about what's going on. Ah, yes, 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 yes. You guys, I'm going to tell you guys what we're going to talk about. What case. Okay? So I know that you guys show up, and I know somebody's in here got a channel going. Let me go live real quick because SB's going live about it. And there's other people's going live about it too. But I don't care what they talk about. I just don't. I thank God that he gave me the spirit of letting go. So I'm going to talk about what I feel that is important, which I think this case is important. I really do. But I want to talk about the Gabby case, live at 5 p.m. tonight, guys. We're going to do the darn thing. It's a very high profile case. It's weird how high profile it is because nobody else gets coverage like this case. But it is intriguing me about what's going on and how this person came up missing and now they found the body and, she's gone. And I'm pretty sure you guys want to talk about it. I'm not. See, the one good thing about our channel is, check this out. I don't talk to you guys about the news. We talk together. It ain't. You can call in. You can come get on a panel. You can voice your opinion. You can ask your questions. You can talk to each other. Anything, and I love it. I love it that it's a community channel. And hey, if you really feeling strongly about it, join me at 5 p.m. Central Time, because we going to have that conversation. Because there's some crazy, stupid stuff that should never happened. You know what I'm saying? Wanda said, I've been following it. Yeah, I've been following it too. I've been following it. There's like 6 cases I'm following. But this one, I want to talk about this one. I've been wanting to talk about it. I wanted to talk about it last Friday. But we had to do what we had to do. And that's fine. And then Tuesday, we had to do what we had to do. And Monday, you guys know what happened. I had to go in and get my mouth worked on because we can't be having no raggedy mouth now. So weird. Yeah. Cannot be having a raggedy mouth. That we won't be having. Not paying what we paying for some insurance. That looked like grandma's dog. They got the dogs out. If you don't go sit down somewhere, get somewhere and sit down. Get somewhere and sit down. You just a lot of bark, no bite. Look, I'm coming up on the dog. The dog barking, but he walking away. I'm coming up on him. He walking away. I'm coming up on him. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. He was just right there. Look at him. He walking. He barking, but he look, that's what people do. That's what people do. They bark, but they talking. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He barking, but he running. I'd start chasing him down the street. He gonna make me. Look, I'm walking a little bit faster. Let me see if he start running. I'll walk a little bit faster. See if he start running. It's supposed to start running, y'all. He said, I'm gonna run my butt right on home. This homegirl, he ran on home. Get your butt on in the house. That looked like grandmother's dog. Grandma's dog. He went on home. That's kind of weird. Yep. Oh, now he gonna hide. He hiding. She said, I have been following this case. It is a mystery, that's for sure. Yep. The man who called it in tried to save her. Yeah. Well, did you guys know that they have spotted the boyfriend? Yeah, they spotted him. He ain't dead. He ain't missing no more. He's been spotted. So he's well alive now. Did your guys know that? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew. Put a 2 in the chat if you didn't know. Yeah. I know somebody in here didn't know that. Yeah. They was like, oh, he's missing. Oh, he killed himself. Oh, see? Florida didn't know. Florida didn't know. Yeah. They done spotted him. They done spotted him, y'all. He's in Florida. They done spotted him. He showed up on How You Doing. That's the guy that told me about the little girl in that thing. Yep. Yep. See what I'm saying? You guys didn't know. They done spotted him. I'm going to always be able to tell you when they ping on my phone some breaking news. They done spotted him in Florida. He's at some camping site or something. Yeah. Hey, Freddie, how you doing? Good morning to you, sister. I love you, too. Hey, Monica, how you doing? Lisa's in the building. Tina Powers in the building. Yeah, they done spotted him. And you know what? You guys, I want to talk about this case so bad. Y'all better have y'all butts in the building. I'm telling you. Shoot. You know what? Anybody that, like, I want to talk about some serious stuff because the abuse is real. Men, do you know I was in, I can't remember what channel sorry. I wasn't in a channel. I was in church with TD Jakes. Yeah. Matter of fact, if you want to go check out what he said, I think the title of his chat that day was Red Velvet Hand, something like Red Velvet Hand. And just look for it. You can see it. But he was saying, like I said, you can learn from anybody. Now, even, I'm not going to tell you about as far as the preaching that he was talking, because that probably, that is not what I'm supposed to do. But what he did say is, do you guys know, like, just last year in Saudi Arabia, they just now give women permission to drive in Saudi Arabia? Just last year, they now got the right to drive. And back in 1972, I think it was, he said women had got the right to vote. I mean, was it 1972? I don't know if it was 1972. I can't remember now. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, because I'm getting something mixed up. But anyway, you guys know how this world is. You guys know how this world is. It's been unequal for a long time. You can be a doctor. A woman can be a doctor, and she might get paid, hundreds, $250,000 a year, and then a man to be a doctor, and he making 3 times as amount as her. Women didn't used to be firemen. Women used to not be cops. Women not used to be like attorneys. Women not. I mean, So you guys know, like, when you see a woman firefighter, Or you see, like yesterday, my dentist was a woman and her assistant was a woman. That has never, ever happened to me. And I'm in my 50s, so 50 some years, I ain't never had a woman dentist, and in her assistant was a woman too. And guess what? You know what? They took care of me better than they. And it wasn't nothing feminine about it. Like, oh, we don't want to hurt you. They was like, bring that mouth to me. We've been to take care of this. You just sit back. We got this. I'm like, oh, okay. Now they don't want to give me my pain meds. I think that was a technician that was trying to be like, no, we got it. Chick, if you don't go sit down somewhere, don't tell me what you're going to give me and what you ain't. You're going to give me some pain pills and you're going to give me that antibiotic before I even come up in here, because guess what? I'm not stupid nor I am crazy. Now, I might look like it, but that I am not. Neither one. Okay? And then when I talked to her assistant, they gave it to me. So what I'm saying is, a lot of this stuff could have been avoided because, well, like I said, we'll talk when we come in at 5 o'clock. But sometimes I want to share this with you guys. Women being abused for years. It used to not even be illegal to beat your wife or your kids. And so TD Jakes was teaching on that just the other day. I think it was Monday. I was laying in the bed Monday. Or Monday, or maybe it was Sunday. I was laying in the bed listening to him. And it was, I can tell you feel better. Yes, I do feel better. But he was talking about, the times that a man could beat a woman and nothing would happen and stuff. And, we didn't live in those times. But I did see a lot of women get beat, growing up. And the cops did nothing, they be running down the street. The man be chasing. I'm going to tell you guys something. That's why I don't try to get angry and mad. But, there's certain things in your generation, in your family, that it repeats itself. And in my family, there's always been more like women being abused. And to the point where one of them either get killed or they do kill. You know what I'm saying? So, like my aunt, and I told you guys, I'll tell you guys the truth. My aunt killed my uncle. He was being very abusive to her or whatever. She didn't do no time or anything. It was self-defense. And I mean, he would beat the mess out of her. But like with my mother, this is why I was born in Denver on the Indian reservation. I told you guys this. My mother was leaving my dad because of the abuse. He just did not, when he did not want no more, well, he wanted more kids, but when he found out I was going to be a girl, he just knew good and well. This is how silly they was. My father only has boys. And maybe there would have been more girls had not he made them get the abortions or something. You know what I'm saying? So my mother wasn't going to get the abortion. No, she just wasn't going to do that. She, and back then, they make you get an abortion. They do. Or they beat it out of you where the baby won't survive. You guys understand that. So my mother left, took off. And that's how I ended up in hiding, being born, not even in a hospital. That's why when people be like, I'm going to go look this up and look that up and look this up and look that up. Go ahead. I don't care. I don't care. But, yes. So with all of that being said, I wanted to say women rights is, we now have the right to vote and the right to say what's happening when somebody's hitting on us or beating on us or taking advantage. And then sometimes, the pay's still not equally yet, but it's pretty getting close. And I feel so good, like I said, when when the lady dentist and her assistant was working on me, I was sitting there just thinking, wow, this is different, you know. Now I know they exist, but I've never had one before, and I was very happy to have a woman dentist, and she did a very good job. I mean, to the point where I am going to go get two cards. One for her assistant's name was Amber. I can't remember what the dentist's name was because it wasn't just, she just wasn't a dentist. She did the surgical work. So I didn't get her name. But anyway, I just when I look at women and their attorneys and doctors and lawyers and firemen and stuff, I be smiling. I be happy for them. I don't hate you guys. I just don't. I just love it. I love to see our women empowering themselves and making room for other people to come through that way. Our children and our grandchildren and stuff. Whether I got it or not. I mean, not all women can have to be nurses. I mean, I took that because back then, I really just didn't have no other kind of skill that told me, that I looked at as it was going to be a positive skill to take to make money. I mean, they just didn't say, oh, women didn't grow up talking about, oh, I'm gonna be a police officer. No, they didn't. The boys did that, and it was frowned on if a girl say, oh, I'm gonna be a police officer. Like, that's kind of like talking about you gonna be the president. Okay, it ain't happened yet. See what I'm saying? You guys understand what I'm saying? So to even see we have a woman vice president is a step going in that direction. I'm not talking about women's right. But one thing I do want to say before I get off of here, you guys, we're 47 minutes into the live. Let's walk it out. Let's walk it out. But I want to tell you guys something. And that is when this woman was in danger. And we're going on to another conversation, but I want to say this because I want you guys to think about this. You know how sometimes we as people do not see that we have privileges. Women have privileges over men in some categories. Yes, we do. Don't act like we don't. We do. If we go to court fighting for the kids, they 9 times out of 10 automatically, unless you doing something you ain't got no business doing, drugs, drinking, beating on the kids, not taking care of them, not feeding them, letting anybody in your house, doing all kind of crazy stuff, leaving them at home, you usually gonna get the kids unless you just downright ratchet, okay? Unless you done tick somebody off. 9 times out of 10, that's how that works, okay? We all know that. The men really just don't. I mean, it all depends on what state you live into, but I live in the mother state. When they say the mother state, that means, guess what? The mother has, I mean, we don't want to say it, but it is true. We do have more rights than the men when it comes to our children and things like that. Is it fair? No, it's really not fair, you guys. Quit sitting there and acting like it's fair. Because some women don't deserve to have their kids. They just don't. They need to hand them to the man and go on about their business. Come on, let's keep it real. Did I say it's fair? I'm not going to say it's fair. I'm just saying we know that it exists. Those are called privileges. Okay, so let's talk about the other privileges, okay? Because I'm not even, don't get mad at me. You can get mad at me all you want. You know it's true. But anyway, there's other privileges that we know that exist, which when it comes to a white woman and a black woman, or a white man and a black man. So white, Caucasian people have privileges also because of their color, okay? Let's not kid each other. It exists. It's true. It's out there, okay? I'm just going to speak on it. Some people won't. I'm just going to tell you it is. I'm not mad about it. It is what it is, okay? Nevertheless, we can work through it, okay? But here's the thing. And it's so funny how T.D. Jakes was speaking on this the other day. That I can't remember what the verse was that he was preaching on. But you know how when God says he makes us weak so we can see his strength. And somebody will find it in the chat at 5 o'clock. Bring it on in there and give it to me. Let me know where it is. But in our weakness is his strength. That you will see his strength. You will know it's because of him, not of you. That he will make it perfect. He will make it right. Okay? So, nevertheless, you guys, Here's the thing, and I'm getting right to it because I'm right in front of my house and I'm getting ready to walk in. But I want you guys to keep this into your minds today, that had not she had the privileges, the white privileges that she has, because she basically talked them police into not arresting him and everything was her fault and blah, blah, blah. I'm just telling you the truth. She, and she hit him because she literally should have went to jail because he had scratches on him or whatever. She would be in jail and alive right now, but she's not because of those privileges. You guys see what I'm saying? Somebody should have went to jail because there been some hitting going on. Both of them should have went to jail. But because of their color, nobody went to jail. You see what I'm saying? If they had a did their job instead of, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Okay, you guys. I know you guys are going to get mad at me. Come in at 5 o'clock and cuss me out then, okay? I'm just telling the truth. I sit back and I said, they both should have been arrested. I mean, that's what they do when they come to my house. If me and my husband or me and my son or something is into it, we both going to jail. You raise your voice even too loud, there's a disturbance. You're going to jail. Now she's sitting there crying hysterically, and he got all scratches and blood. There's some blood, and I mean, and they just let them just go, both of them. You know what? I bet you they cannot even sleep at night because she would be alive right now had not they do their job and put both of them in jail, or one of them, but put them apart. That's what they should have done. So sometimes those privileges, they backfire. They don't work. So that's why I don't get mad when somebody talk about, you know, this. You know what I'm saying? We know it's not fair, you guys. We know this. We know. But this is how it is. You know, when you have lemon, you don't go just drink lemon juice. You can't. You no, you go make lemonade out of it. You know, that's just the way it is. All right, you guys. I'm finna get off of here. Going in the house. You guys have a good day. And I will see you guys at 5 p.m. Central Time. All right. Bye.